Hello everyone, my name is Nunu, and today we're back with the fucking podcast. Yes, you heard it right. We're doing a fucking podcast. We're here with next to a cat or Andreas.
That's me.
And Jack. Next is Jack Fox, aka Jack. We'll just call him the normal names. Basically, why? I don't know how we came on this idea. I just messaged cats, and then like Jack joined, and now we're sitting here making a podcast where we discuss stupid things about Formula One. That's called the fucking podcast. Basically,
The fucking podcast.
yeah, the fucking podcast. Basically, what's going
The
on?
fucking podcast.
Yeah. Basically, what's happening is we're doing this after each race. You have a couple of things right there. It's totally 100% top quality discussions. That was supposed to be ironic, and it has this greatest name ever. It's basically just a series. This is episode 1, and we're doing it after each race, as I said. And we're discussing different things, stupid quizzes and stuff like that, which I haven't told these other guys about, so they don't know that we're doing a quiz later on.
What? Oh, okay. I'm scared now.
All right, so we have like 10 topics or so that we need to go over today after the Australian Grand Prix. First, what did you think of the race? If we need to like rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, how well?
11.
11. Did you really like the race?
Yes, I found it very nice.
I'm gonna give it a solid 6.5.
6.5. Very precise.
No, I'm blow up to a 7.
Yeah, well, my serious one is like 8.
Okay, your series one, right?
Yeah.
It was definitely very interesting, especially with the new cars. The new liveries wasn't really a new thing because we saw that in pre-season testing and stuff, but
The Haas made me cream, I'm not gonna lie.
It is a very beautiful one, especially when it's P6
oh yes,
and it's got the number 20 on it.
then it's really nice because then it's Danish. Of
Yeah.
course, the weekend started kind of sadly with Charlie Whiting passing away, our fellow race director.
Can I sing him a song?
6 years old.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Oh no.
I will remember.
Your audio
Yes.
got out. And
Remember.
you sound
I
great.
don't know the right words.
Charlie
You
Whiting.
forgot the U. Okay.
You know, Charlie Whiting, there's been a lot of talk about him, but we're going to talk about him anyways, because it's quite a big topic. 66 years old, the race director of Formula 1. In the interviews we've heard since, they've all said that he's God and stuff. So that's a sad thing. It's just a short thing to talk about. You've probably seen a buttload of interviews and talkings about him. So
Also,
now let's
like-
get into the actual topics. We're starting off with Williams. Oh
Shit.
well, oh well, Williams.
That was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, you have Russell, which was the fastest of the two, 3.8 seconds off pole position. I don't know
3.8.
what. Yeah, 3.8
But-
seconds.
What's worse is a good old returning driver Robert Kubica being, what was it, 1.6 seconds behind George
Yeah.
Russell in qualifying?
Something like that. 5 points.
X-race winner.
Yeah.
X-race
X-race
winner.
That.
Now he's
Ex-pole
fucking last.
sitter. Yep, his time was just 126.067 and George Russell's time was 124.360.
Yeah, we have them on screen. Kubica, 5.5 seconds off the pace. Like, how do they can't save that, really. A race-winning team going from winning races now down to being backmarkers, bringing up the field.
They
I've
are basically
actually-
Formula 1.5.
No, they're the fucking Formula 3.0. They were only 1.7 seconds away from the 107% rule. Which, if you don't know what the 107% rule is, it's if you don't go fast enough within 107% of the pole time, you don't qualify. The 107% rule for Australia is a 127.7. And they're 1.7 seconds from it. Do you think they'll hit the 107% thing
I think they will.
sometime
On
this
the-
season?
Robert
On the
Kubica will.
surface, right.
And he'll get disqualified, so we'll have a 19 drivers race.
Or they can bring in their reserve.
Who's that?
I don't know. Probably Sorokin.
Well, he's a pay driver, so that's really... something like Silverstone, high downforce. Well, if they really don't have the pace in the car, like the downforce is... They say they're missing aerodynamic shit. So...
Monaco.
Yeah, Silverstone, Monaco, that's up soon. I mean, they won't have a chance for competing, or maybe even dying. Like, in the race, with Russell being lapped 2 times, and then Kubica, of course, with the one incident, being lapped 3 times.
Yeah, he was a minute and 30 seconds off George Russell at the end of the race, I believe.
Yeah.
Who was the guy in front
He
of
was
him?
getting abused.
Yeah, but he had a
Yeah,
bit of an
that was
incident
embarrassing.
somewhere. Yeah, that was really embarrassing. So maybe Rocket hasn't really helped them out too much.
No.
Delivery doesn't help either. It doesn't really seem...
Martini's just skedaddled out of there.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't got better at all. I don't think getting there for the first part of pre-season testing would really be helping.
Could you imagine Martini Mercedes F1 team?
Martini Mercedes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a weak question, but I mean, yeah, that's like why change the winning team is a thing that's been said a lot, but that's a topic for later on, Andreas. we have Mercedes in it as well, but how are they going to save this season? Like,
I don't think they will.
no, you don't think they will? I mean, the nearest back mark you could say is, I mean, the midfield is very close, very very dramatic in there indeed.
Yeah.
Freaking a second off each other. Something like that. Something like that. Very close. But I don't think either they can save this season. Like, they're so far off pace. Like, if they have to, they'll have to get some extreme performance upgrades on the. Was that the dog you talked about earlier, Andreas?
Hang on.
Yeah, that's what I told you about.
Okay, we have a dog in here at the moment, but really,
Me and Marcus can keep on talking while Jack shuts
Yeah.
his door.
But really, if they're going to save it, their maximum gonna be like challenging for second or like second, third last, like with another back market team. I know in my career mode, XD F1 2018 career mode, like it was really hard.
Jack is here.
Yeah, Jack is here. Congratulations. Do you have anything to say about it?
About what?
The fucking thing we're talking about.
The thing we are talking about
Yeah,
is...
Williams.
Oh, Williams. They're bad.
They're really bad. Fun thing is, I found an
god
interview.
awful. Just retire.
Yeah. Yeah.
End.
It's time.
Oh no, it's sad. It's like 40 years old.
Stop.
Yeah, they've had their time, they've had their greats, but it's just getting embarrassing now how slow they actually are.
Yeah, it's not fun. I understand why Sorokin said last season that he didn't get what he paid for because the car was so bad. I found an interview where Kubica said that the car felt better on his last lap, where he of course crashed. He said they were trying to investigate, like, because the car was behaving weird because suddenly it just gained a lot of traction, and that he said that was why he crashed into the wall, because he wasn't expecting it, and suddenly he just had a lot of grip, and then he hit the wall and got a puncture in qualifying, and that kind of destroyed his qualifying. He said that
Also hit the pit wall.
Yeah, and I mean, if they really have such an unstable car, like, they don't even know what's wrong with it, then like what will happen next?
They might die.
Yeah.
Will they even score a point this season?
No.
If everyone retires.
There'll have to be a serious turn 1 incident that is not serious enough for a red flag, but still really serious for them to.
Yeah, well, they're not included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if that happens, they probably will be included.
Yeah, because they're the back. They have to avoid it all, and with their drivers, okay, that was kind of offensive.
Bits are in his special hand.
Yeah, special hand.
Yeah, I just think maybe the part of what makes Kubica so slow is the fact that he's not got the physicality to drive an F1 car.
And the sport has changed a lot since 2010.
Yeah. He's too weak for these fast beasts.
Fast beasts. Alright,
Yes.
so have anything last thing to add on about Williams?
Awful.
Leave.
That's some
Get
sweet
out.
words. All right, we'll send them to their Twitter
No one
or
likes you.
something.
Hashtag bring back manner.
Bring back
Yes.
All
Mana 2016. Yes.
We go on now
Ah.
to take a look at we were just talking about Williams. We haven't really talked about Russell. It's his first weekend in Formula One. Not really impressive, but you could say that is because of the car. Like, how do you think it went?
Your
for
mic
him?
keeps cussing out. I haven't heard a word.
Yeah. We only hear what you're saying.
Oh,
Sadly.
sadly. But I'll try to hold a bit more breaks because then it will be more consistent. I know Discord sometimes it's stupid as freak, but talking about Williams again. Talking about Williams, we didn't really talk about George Russell. So, rookie season or rookie weekend, his first weekend in Formula One. Did he impress you? I mean, maybe it's the car that
No.
does it,
No.
but it's the car.
If he really is as good as they say he is, he wouldn't have been what I count as last, because I'm not going to count Kubica. He was last in this race.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can really count on that because as we just talked about the car.
He was a lap behind the closest car.
Yeah, and Kubica was a lap behind him.
Yes.
But that could also be because of the car, with a very bad performance we just talked about.
Yes, but if he really is as good as they say he is, he would be able to get better things than that.
Well, we'll have to
Yeah.
see over the course of the season, really.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're coming. Let's take a bit of a rookie boogie or something like that. Take a look
Yeah.
through the different rookies and stuff. We just talked about Russell. How about Norris? First weekend, 8th in qualifying and 12th in the race. Sadly dropped out of the points.
Disappointed to see what happened to him in the race with Giovinazzi, but great qualifying. Really surprised me.
Yeah, insane qualifying from him.
Yeah.
Nice start to
Good
the
and
weekend.
disappointing.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, his bad result was because of Giovinazzi, not himself.
You could say that. All right. Alexander Albon coming from Formula 2 as well. Toro Rosso.
Surprisingly bad.
You didn't see much of him.
In practice,
No.
in free practice 1 and 2, how many did he have? Like 3
He went off the track once in practice 1 and twice in practice 2.
Oh, okay.
And if I remember correctly, I think he also had a small off in qualifying.
All right. Well, I believe Toro Rosso is going to give him time to just learn it. They aren't going to be giving infinite time, but hopefully some time. Giovinazzi, the defender, the insane defender, defending freaking fine.
Yeah.
I think he's showing quality with that defending.
I
Yeah.
don't think he is, because as soon as Lando Norris came past, like when he was defending against Norris, that was quite good, but he was clearly slower. But then as soon as Norris came past him, and it came to Grosjean being behind him, I think, in my opinion, he turned dangerous. Like, he started swerving in front of Grosjean.
Yeah. I mean, is that a
an
bit of
insane amount of
immaturity?
time. He swerved too much, in my opinion. And then on the straight, you can see from the onboard of Grosjean, on the straight, before the fast left-right thing,
Yeah.
Giovinazzi actually lifted off the throttle and almost made Grosjean hit his back,
Yeah, and I mean, when it
which
gets
is
to that
it's just
point,
dangerous.
when
Yeah,
it gets to that
that
point.
is like that's something someone that you'd probably call a dickhead in an F1 online lobby would do.
Yeah, I mean, we have a fellow Dane that kind of reminds me of what you just described. All right, we're coming into I don't really know if you could say rookies, but rookies with their new team. Pierre Gasly, what was he doing? P17 in qualifying.
Why?
Red Bull said they didn't think the track was going to improve so much, so they say it was their mistake that he was P17 in qualifying.
Yeah, but I'd say it's also his mistake, because he could have just pushed on the lap that he had, which he didn't.
Yeah, and
So that's his own fault.
I mean, if the track is getting better, then
Then you'd probably go out.
yeah. But race, he only managed to recover to 11th place, battling with
Yes, and-
Daniel Kvyat.
You have to think about this. He gained 2 positions from retirements, and the rest of the positions he gained from pit stops. He didn't make a single overtake throughout that whole race.
Well, you could say
That's not a top 3 team quality driver.
I mean, yeah, especially because of you have Toro Rosso. He gained some impressive results. Example, Bahrain last year, fourth.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've not
but-
seen anything else good from him other than Bahrain.
Yeah, but we know Melbourne. Melbourne's like a shit track of overtaking, like one of the worst. Was it after
I
lap
really don't
one?
understand why people say that.
Yeah, after lap one in
I think
2018,
it's
we had
good.
like 5 on-track overtakes after lap one. Which, I mean, the track is fun to drive, but it's terrible for overtakes, I feel like.
I don't
it's
think
quite
so.
good for overtakes.
Turn 1, turn 3, all the straights, all the braking zones,
yeah.
basically
Yeah, I mean,
every
with the
single
wider
corner that isn't
DRS,
flat.
3 DRS zones.
Yeah.
with all that, yeah, but
One
you
after
normally say
third.
because of a lot of high-speed corners there, and it's a tight street circuit. But oh well. He has the same engine as Kvyat, but a better chassis, and somehow he didn't manage to overtake him. Is that
but
just Kvyat being so aggressive?
Isn't Red Bull's Honda engine a little bit better than Toro Rosso's? Because I think they've paid more to get a better one.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. I really don't know about that.
All I know is that
okay.
Red Bull's engines don't have a history of being good.
Right. Now that we're talking about the Red Bulls, Daniil Kvyat, what? He got 1 point on his return to Formula 1. Of course, he's been dumped a couple of times from Formula 1 before. And then now...
15th to 10th.
Yeah.
Solid.
Pretty
Yeah.
good drive. Is he showing that he should have a seat at Red Bull?
Yes.
Like,
Compared to Gasly.
Compared to Gasly, yes, he should
Possible.
definitely be swapped out.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that he should be swapped out with Pierre Gasly by Bahrain.
I don't think we can judge it off of one
Yeah.
race, though.
No.
Yeah, not this early. Let's just give Gasly a few more races and see what he can do.
Yeah, but I don't
And
think...
then
I mean, it's
maybe
Red Bull.
do what they did in 2016. Give Gasly the first 4 races, then swap.
Yeah, they'll have to give him some races. I mean, he's still
Yeah,
getting
the
used
first
to
4
car.
races, that seems like enough.
The first 4 races, that seems like enough. Okay. Charles Leclerc, moving to Ferrari in his second season. Second youngest driver to join the team since, like, 1950, 1960, something around there.
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
Finished
I
fifth,
don't remember who it was.
Finished 5th behind Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really, the pace in that Ferrari.
I mean, he finished where he started.
Team orders, though, was what
Yeah.
stopped him from getting past. He was about 0.6 of a second quicker
Yeah.
a lap than Vettel.
He was also, at a point, he was only 2 tenths behind Vettel, and then he went on the team radio and asked, should I go past him or should I stay behind? And then he got the confirmation that he should stay behind.
Yeah, there was also a time where he was, like, backing off, so... Surely Vettel has the favoritism down at Ferrari.
Yeah. They've said that they would let them race this season, but that's not what we've
Not.
seen so far.
Well, it's the first race. It's the first race. A lot of things are like unsure, so we don't really know it. Ricciardo, home hero, pretty much gone.
Oh, dear.
Not even making it to the first corner without losing front wing. How unlucky was that?
See, the thing is, we saw if we like really paid attention to it, we would see that Russell had the exact same thing happen to him, where the whole wing falls off in one piece. So I think there might be something with the new wings that is maybe a little bit unsafe.
Oh yeah, that's right. After like when
They fall off early, like they fall off very easily because we've seen Ricciardo hit a bump, the whole thing falls off in one piece.
was it? It was one of the Williams' front wing. I think it was Kubica's because he had.
Yeah, I think it was 2, but the graphics said Russell, which was confusing.
Yeah, but you know the freaking F1 graphics, kind of
Yeah.
terrible. But that one fell out. I don't think there's a replay of what happened with that front wing, but you just.
Oh
saw...
yeah, yes, there was.
Oh okay, I just saw a slow motion replay of a front wing flying in the air. What
Yeah,
happened?
there was a replay of it falling off, but I don't think there was a replay of what caused it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Before Ricciardo really set day, retiring on lap number like 31 or something. Of course, it's a clever thinking, stopping to get
Saving the engine.
Yeah, saving the engine exactly because they didn't get anything, anyways. But
And you're also getting a free gearbox.
yeah, I always feel like Ricciardo is fucking unlucky at Australia.
Yeah.
He
Also
never
getting disqualified in the one race where he
Yeah.
finally gets the podium.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with that because our boy Kevin got P2 because of
Yeah,
that.
okay, well, you would have got P3 anyways, but
Fred, be quiet.
he, Fred, be quiet. But he really
Fred,
just seems
shut
unlucky.
the fuck up.
Just like always. Moving on to another topic, Mercedes. What a pace they had! Fastest in, Hamilton was fastest in FP1, 2, and 3. Got pole 120.486, and Valtteri Bottas
And then had a
1/10.
wonderful start.
Yeah, Bottas 1/10 behind Lewis Hamilton and a 1-2 for them in the team. So it's a golden weekend for them. Like
Yeah.
sandbagging all the way through preseason testing. Like, like what the fuck?
It's pretty solid.
Their pace though, their qualifying pace and race pace, 120. That's like almost what. Okay, I don't know what esports drivers do, but that's extremely quick. And saying that cars were going to be 2 seconds slower than the season before. Oh well, that's kind of false. But Mercedes were just gone. That drive from Valtteri Bottas, 20 seconds in front of his teammate. That's like said as a legend and stuff. 20 years or something. 5 times world champion Hamilton coming home in second. That drive from Bottas, what do you think?
Bottas is now allowed to compete, which I feel like now he's able to prove that he can drive quick, because there's a lot of people saying that Bottas just isn't right for the seat. But I feel like it was just Mercedes being biased towards Hamilton and getting him his 5th championship. But now he's got that, Bottas is now allowed to race, and he's just shown that he can win races.
Yeah, it's that beard though.
Yeah, it's the beard power.
It's the beard. It's the beard power.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Danish commentator said.
Yeah, it's that beard.
The power of beard.
Makes him so much faster, insanely much faster. Yeah. But really, it's a great drive from Valtteri Bottas. The rivals, at least from last season, Ferrari, were a bit on the other side though.
Yeah, that was disappointing from Ferrari.
Yeah, where were those guys' pace? People are saying that Red Bull now is faster than Ferrari. Like, what?
Didn't hear that.
Yeah, what?
Red Bull. People are saying that Red Bull are faster than Ferrari. What?
See, I don't think that's true. I just think that something was wrong with Ferrari's tires today.
Yeah, I mean Australia's never really their circuit. Like,
well, it is because
they were lucky last season.
They won it 2017 and 2018.
Oh yeah, well okay, but pace wise, I know.
Yeah.
People say that it isn't really their best circuit. Bahrain
is a good one for them.
More like their track. So, question is it just because of that, or do they actually miss pace in their car?
I think it could be a little bit of lacking pace, or Red Bull have just sped up a bit more than they were last year.
Yeah, I also think that they were struggling with the tires because their pace really dropped for both the Ferrari drivers after their pit stops. That's where they really started dropping down.
Yeah, there could also be tires though, but well. We don't know everything that the Formula One teams know. They know. Well, they know even more than we do. Talking about the top field now, the top field, the Formula One part of Formula One. Fastest lap, a new thing. What did you think of that? Like, last 5 laps, everyone was just pushing. It was almost like a qualifying session. And then getting 1 point for fastest lap. What do you think of that add-on?
I'm not sure I like it.
I like it because, it really brings excitement to races, especially there at the end, because that's where people really push.
Exactly.
Hamilton was pushing for it, Bottas was pushing for it, Verstappen, Vettel, Leclerc, everyone were pushing.
Yeah, and that might cause like a bit more mistakes or stuff, and make it even more dramatic. And I think it's a nice add-on. Exciting. I think it's a really nice add-on.
It can also, like, for example, if a championship is about to be won, And then then the other guy who's not winning just pops in the fastest lap. Suddenly he could actually win it.
Yeah, if it's like really close.
Yeah,
Like,
if it's really close, it could decide the championship.
Example for Formula 1.5, I know that they probably aren't going to get like that many fastest laps. In 2018, we only saw Magnussen, I think. But it's really close. Like 1 point is more than 1 point is in the top 6 teams. So if one of them suddenly pops in a fastest lap, like at Singapore, like Magnussen did, that would mean so much more in the Formula 1.5 than the Formula 1 part. I don't really know what to call it. Top 6 team, top 6 drivers, top 3 teams. But
Yeah.
I think it's a really nice add-on to have the fastest lap. Now that we're talking on track action, overtaking.
Oof, yeah.
Has it been a bit too overpowered? I feel like the last season was. I feel like it was an okay. You could overtake with DRS and stuff, but now they have the DRS power is 30% more powerful. The front wing should be easier to follow with, and does it just make overtaking too easy? Like example Bahrain, where we have 2 DRS straight right after each other.
It can never be too easy.
Too easy to get
It just makes it exciting.
Yeah,
And
I'm not
also,
a big fan of straight overtakes.
But something we saw in today's race was something that I wondered about. Turn 3, the amount of drivers who tried around the outside in turn 3 and all failed was incredible. I didn't see a single person speed and around the outside move in turn 3.
no, that's
Lando
actually-
Norris tried it multiple times. Hulkenberg tried it on Magnussen and went into the gravel. Or
That's
nearly
nice.
went into the gravel.
Well, that
And I think Magnussen did it as well.
I mean, it is quite a tight corner in comparison to how many degrees it turns. So
Yeah.
that might be.
It's
And,
just a bad idea to go around the outside.
yeah, because there isn't any runoff area, so if you
Exactly,
get
there's
pushed
just
out,
gravel.
yeah, there's a bigger like time penalty than if there's a runoff. You could just settle in to the other ones. Anyways, we are now at the 3-word race review.
Oof.
Let's have Jack start this one. What have you got?
James, it's Valtteri.
James is Valtteri. Wait. Okay, James is Valtteri because well, his drive was
Yeah,
wild.
that was a really good one.
What have you come up with? You told me this was a secret before. Now I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yours was a secret also.
No, mine's the same as yours.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're fat.
Alright, mine is Kvyat Gasly swap.
Kvyat Gasly swap. Oh, okay,
Yes.
that's interesting. We discussed that earlier on, and now we are at the interesting part. We're doing. We're going on to Bahrain now. We're past Australia. We're going on to Bahrain. We're doing a quiz between you two guys.
Oh no.
Oh yes! How exciting is that? Oh wait, Bahrain quiz. There we go.
Is it a Kahoot?
No, I'm sorry. It's not in Kahoot. It's just me asking you questions about stuff. So we're going to be counting your points. There's 5 questions, and the one who answers the most right, will of course win.
Can we have a buzzer sound?
Yeah.
No.
You come up with your buzzer sound.
Oh yeah.
Come up with something.
Mine will be Neon.
Mine will be.
Okay. Okay. We one screaming and one sounding like a race car. Nice buzzer sound. We're starting with the first question. Okay. When was the first Bahrain Grand Prix?
Neon.
Okay, Jack was first.
2006.
Oh no, close. You'll get a chance, Cats.
Was it? Hang on.
2004.
Yes, 2004. You were close. You were close, Jack. Only two years apart.
2006. That was China, right?
No, that was 2004 as well. All right. Back to 2018 now. Who got the fastest lap in 2018?
In the race.
Yeah. And how fast was it? The one who gets closest wins.
No, you didn't.
That's why you don't buzz until the question's complete.
I thought the question was finished. It was Hamilton. I've just sliced someone. Whoops. Hamilton with a 128.6.
Okay, Cats.
I think it was Hamilton with a 128.4.
Oh, okay, that's some very interesting stuff you're saying there. It was Valtteri Bottas.
Oh.
And now we were talking about fastest laps right before, right? Because now it gets a bit more important. It was a 133.7.
Oh, shit.
So like 5 seconds faster. So Jack won that one.
Closest.
Who was closest?
Peasant.
Because you guessed 0.4, Cats, and Jack guessed 0.6.
I almost guessed 129.
You should have done that, you know. You
Yeah.
would have won it. So it's 1-1 at the moment. Who was second last year? Because you both know who won it.
Nyom.
Okay, Andres.
That was Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah, it was Valtteri Bottas. Oh, you probably sitting with the fucking race results now, but
He is.
No, I'm not.
no, just kidding.
I can send you a picture of it if you want.
No,
I'm
Well,
still
the
sat
race
with
results
the
that you
Australian
want.
ones.
Don't worry.
I'm still sat with the 2019.
If you remember last year, Bottas, people said it wasn't too aggressive to go for the moves. He finished 7/10ths behind Sebastian Vettel and ended up in second place.
Yeah.
How many DNFs was there in 2018?
Oh, in total.
Got to count. I forgot to count now. No, in Bahrain, Jack.
Bahrain.
Ah!
Yeah, you do.
4.
4, okay. Do you know,
I'm
Cats?
wrong.
I only remember 2. Raikkonen and Verstappen. I don't remember if any of the
Alright, so
back
2
markers
and
was fine.
4. Well, no one of you is right because it's 3. So it's like right in between. We
Is
had
it 3?
Raikkonen, Verstappen, and Ricciardo.
So I guessed 2 of the drivers.
Well, yeah, you did, but you didn't get the right number. We'll
No,
give both of you a point, right? So
No,
it's 2-2.
Yes.
because I did a little extra. You know?
No.
We'll give both of you a point because then
He
the
doesn't
last
deserve
one.
it.
So it's 2-2 at the moment. So the last one will choose who wins. It's
Wait,
the one
how's
who
it
gets
2-2? It's 3-2.
No, you won the first one.
Yes. It's 3-2. I've answered.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So 3-2. The last one will give 2 points. We'll just make up the rules now.
Yeah.
The one who gets closest wins our little stupid duel here. Okay.
I've got this.
How quick was Pole in 2018? Down to the thousandth of a second. The one who gets closest wins. So you'll both answer it. The one who gets closest wins.
Okay.
A 131.3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Andres searches up the poll results.
Cats.
I think it was a 131.523.
Okay. Well, Jack has won our little stupid little stupid
That's right,
quiz.
Mackett.
You guessed
No, but
one.
I want the result.
Yes, Vettel qualified on pole with a 127.958.
Jesus.
How the fuck is the time so different?
Well, because this is real life Formula One and not. And
I was
not
thinking
game.
of going 28 as well. Oh.
Well, that would have been close. All right, last thing of today. We're moving on to now. Predictions for
Yeah.
Bahrain.
Oh, I've got to find mine.
I have yours. We'll start with Jack. We've made 3 predictions each.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and then we'll make a stupid predictions thing. We'll start with Jack. Then.
Stroll finishes in front of Perez
Stroll finishes higher than Perez again.
in points.
Why have you said that?
Because I feel like Stroll might actually do something.
Says the man who 2 days ago was shitting on Stroll.
We're shitting on Stroll. Yes, right. Absolutely shitting. Then you have one with Hamilton. You've said Hamilton will win because Mercedes are gay.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Mercedes are going.
Well, yeah,
That's winning. I don't like the look of that.
That's a bit of a prediction then.
Get out!
Hamilton winning. I've said a bit of something else. And then your last one, Gasly will finish mid-points and Verstappen will get another podium.
Yeah.
You two guys really don't like Gasly, do you?
Well, the
No.
Gasly might not be ready for the car yet, you know. And
Yeah.
Verstappen, I feel like one of the Ferraris or something will make a mistake. Then Verstappen will be there.
Yeah,
You know.
Verstappen will be there. He's aggressive.
Gobble it up.
He'll go for a move that's there. So that's your 3 predictions. Andreas.
Okay. On my number 1 prediction, Sebastian Vettel will win because, as we've seen over the last few years, Bahrain is a very strong circuit for Ferrari. So I think Sebastian will pull it off. The only reason I'm not saying Leclerc will win, because he, in my mind, is faster, is because of what we saw in Australia. That good old Ferrari prefer Sebastian.
Yeah. Stupido.
Okay.
And then second, go on.
I think Gasly's going to get a very, very, very bad result again.
None of you guys like
Sort
Gasly.
result, Andres.
A very poor result.
We all the 3 of us have a stupid prediction about Gasly. Oh well.
Okay, my number 3. Kubica will again be at least a minute and 30 seconds behind Russell.
On the finish line.
Yes.
Okay, well that's
No, in qualifying.
yeah.
No.
Right, because he was this time as well.
3 minute and 0 second lap.
Yeah, because that's gonna happen. My
Yeah.
3
Be
predictions. My 3 prediction is Bottas will win again. I believe that because last year he was under a second behind Vettel, and it was mostly because he didn't go for one move and just left it there. And he said he's changed his mind and stuff, made himself more aggressive. So just because, why not? I think Bottas will win again. Second, another one with Gasly here. I believe Gasly will do something stupid, and he will be criticized like Max Verstappen did last year after the first 6 races or so. Remember,
Yeah.
Max Verstappen was absolutely deadly criticized by everyone because of his mistakes.
Yes, he was.
And last one, someone will make a tribute to Kubica, talking about how good he was once, because he's not really
No.
the best at the moment.
That would just be rude.
Yeah, that would be rude. We'll need to search all of the internet about a Kubica.
That would be straight up rude against him, just being like, "Oh, you were so good once, now you fucked it."
Well, I have to make some predictions, okay? I had to come up with something that's not completely normal. All right,
Yeah.
that's our last thing. We'll remember that for the next one, and then that's that. We'll be going over that for the next one as we're nearing the end as well, and then we'll do predictions for China, of course. So you guys can begin to think about that. Oh no, you have 2 weeks. Wait up. All right, we've gotten past all of our 10 topics in 38 minutes have passed, and we were going for the 45-minute mark. So if anything,
that's
you start.
No, I don't have anything to add.
Oh, I have something to add. Can I just say something about Bottas?
Oh
Yes.
no shit.
Gave
yeah.
Hamilton the sausage. Just gave him the clap. Just
gave
Yeah.
him a slap. Gave him a
Oh, yeah,
hard
well-
hit in the head.
What about should we not talk about Grosjean?
Oh shit,
Nah,
we didn't talk about
he's
Grosjean.
French. He's baguette.
His wheel.
Yeah, well that's another thing.
It's just a
That's-
noof, really. Press F to pay respects.
Yeah, it's like last year. What will they do in 2020 then?
But I don't think it's the mechanic's fault.
No,
Because
it's,
they spent a long time to get that wheel on, so I think they did tighten the wheel correctly.
yeah,
But in that process, they've kind of destroyed the wheel bolt a little bit,
yeah,
and then throughout the laps that he's driven,
yeah,
that bolt has been more and more destroyed, and then it finally snapped, and the wheel almost came off.
yes, and he had been driving for a long time, whenever the wheel fell off. But that's a sad thing. So to recap, we started out talking about some Williams and rookies and stuff. Then we went on to kind of more top teams: Mercedes, Ferrari, fastest laps, some overtaking, and then of course our favorite Bahrain, a quiz about Bahrain, which we had.
Me as the winner because I'm better than Andres.
Yeah, so we'll see by the end of the year who has gotten most wins. So at the moment it's 1-0 to Jack, and we'll see how it is again next one. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, new series on this channel. I had actually hoped that these other guys were going to record it as well, but apparently not. So this is exclusively on this channel. You can see what they're called, Nexus Cats and Nexus Jack Fox. Go to subscribe to them. Check out their shit.
Be better.
Yeah.
Except on YouTube, my name is Nexua Cats because I hit the wrong thing.
Nexua Cats. Yeah, but he'll change his name sometime.
I'll correct it as soon as I can.
Yeah, but because of that fucking 90-day rule, you can't.
Yeah.
We all hope you enjoyed this long video, probably the longest one on my channel. Remember to like and subscribe and all that shit, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.
Bye.